Good morning. My name's Robin Fisher. I'm a licensed professional counselor, and I'm also a social justice activist and a humanitarian. And I'm making a video about every day trying to help educate the community about some of the thinking traps that likely got us where we are and can hopefully get us out of where we are and into a better place. And today I want to talk about a concept called binary thinking and how binary thinking is a thinking trap that is often something that people engage in when we're feeling anxious. It is a way that the brain tries to get certainty, because if we can find an answer to this problem that most often, guys, a lot of problems are sort of circular in nature. Some problems certainly have a solution, like when your car breaks down, find the problem and fix it. But there's a lot of the problems that we're facing in this world are complex. Like, how do we handle the next contagion, or how do we handle the complex issue of women's health care and abortion? There's just so many that we can't answer with one solution, and that leaves us feeling anxious. And so we look for sort of a catch-all, like a silver bullet, if you will, a magic wand solution. And life's just not like that. So engaging in binary thinking can actually really be problematic. Um, Let me give you an example of that. So I was listening on YouTube the other day to a pastor who was talking about uh, like women's rights, and he's saying, like, I know I'm gonna wade into some like dangerous waters here, and I'm gonna get a lot of criticism for what I'm gonna say. So then my ears kind of perked up, like, is this a different kind of viewpoint than the sort of national Christian nationalist party line? And I got curious, and as I listened in, he was getting a lot of amens for this and for that. And then he said, and it is a like a right for women to have a say-so over their own bodies. Can I get an amen? It got quite silent in the church, and he's like, I'm not hearing any amens. And he kind of got everybody revved up, and away they went again with that agreement. That probably should have been my first clue that something was coming. And then what followed was, and of course, if women would just make the choice to not get pregnant, this whole thing wouldn't even be a problem, would it? And the whole congregation went, Amen. And boy, oh boy, do I wish I was in that church. Oh, it's hard to watch that stuff on video sometimes, because I would have been like, hey, excuse me. I want to raise my hand here, sir. And I want to just ask a question. What about all the women that I work with in my office every day who did not get to make a choice over their body when they were assaulted? How about those women? How does that work? So we know that binary thinking doesn't work. And by the way, just so you know, you want to come up on the couch, don't you? I got a little friend down here. Let's come up on the couch. Just so you know, 1 in 4 women have reported experiencing sexual violence in their lifetime. Over half of women report having an unwanted sexual experience. Of the women that I have worked with over the 10 years that I have been a therapist, I mean, I can't give you like hard statistics, but as an estimate, I've worked with a lot of them, and maybe 2 have actually reported. I would say 99% of the women I work with don't report, and their reasons are always, why would I do that to myself? It's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to give me more angst to go through such a process. So the rule of thumb when you're working with victims of sexual violence is everything is on their terms. If reporting would empower them, then you walk alongside them with that process. If not reporting would empower them, then you walk alongside them with that process. So just that's how things really work, just so you know, if you didn't know that. But back to the binary thinking piece. So the antidote, if you will, for binary thinking is what we call equanimity. Equanimity is when two things can simultaneously be true. Even deeper than that is what we call a dialectic. And a dialectic is when two seemingly opposing ideas can simultaneously coexist. We can both like chocolate and vanilla ice cream. We can both love cats and dogs. We can both terribly miss our children when we're separated from them and enjoy the solitude. All of those things can be true at the same time. My friend Ribble says, can you please keep scratching me while you're talking, human? Oh my gosh, the cuteness. So, equanimity and dialectics are the answer to binary thinking, and they can help us have more creative conversations with people and help people acknowledge the complexity. And when we can acknowledge the complexity, we can then have compassion for those who are involved and come together, not separate, come together. So I want to share that. And then in an upcoming video, I want to talk about how equanimity is something that I think is going to empower me to have some courageous conversations with people who have supported and seemingly continue to support an administration that has empowered folks to say things like, your body, my choice. So that'll be in an upcoming video, and I am going to go do a very important job now of scratching a tummy and getting on with life today. Pro tip, self-care so you don't disengage, right? Have a news app that's credible and unbiased, or as unbiased as possible, at your fingertips so that once a day you can make sure to get the news and do something about it. Today I heard legislation in Louisiana to post the 10 Commandments. The governor signed that into law, you might remember, some time ago, that all the 10 Commandments should be posted on the walls of public schools, is being challenged by the ACLU. That empowered me to renew my monthly meager donation of 10, maybe I'll do 15, I have to check my finances, a month to the ACLU. But hey, every little bit helps. And thinking about that, we all know how GoFundMe works. Start thinking about places where your dollars can go. I'm reevaluating how many subscriptions that I might have for various, you stay off the couch, various things, and can I redirect those funds in very needed places right now. So have a beautiful day and enjoy a dog walk here in a few minutes. You take care. Bye-bye.